The sexist environment that today people are surrounded with, sadly, makes it quite unique when a woman works in a male-dominated profession. But unique is what I like, so I went for it. I was always a rebel of many causes. I am Amish Shroff, a professional flair bartender and juggler. As a child, I was quite restless, fidgety, and I always wanted to find interesting things or just get into trouble, or I would just do all sorts of things. I enjoyed sports, I enjoyed playing, and I didn't enjoy studies as much because it was just how our education system has made it very boring. I think flair, it kind of got connected with me since my childhood also in a certain way. And that kind of gave me a little sense of like this physical discipline that's required in sports. And it's just about connecting the mind and the body. So there are times when like you are afraid of like dropping the bottle or messing up the drink or something going wrong. I think bartending and even hospitality in general is a lot about like how you respond in the moment. If you made a mistake, like how do you make it funny, or how do you make like do an even cooler move and that mistake just kind of gets covered up? That's what I usually do. When I drop a bottle, I blame it on the other bartender. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And like, then I laugh, so they don't take it seriously. Yeah. Like I said, like it started off as a hobby, right? It was just something I was doing already. And my parents were initially not cool that I'm gonna bartending. They were concerned about safety and just like, is it a profession even? And what's the point of it? And all of that. I sort of never told them initially, and I just started working. They kind of figured it out later that I was into bartending. When it comes to society, like most people, I think, found it a very cool profession, in fact. Even still today, if you tell them you're into bartending, it just seems like, oh, interesting, cool, or fascinating. It's strange, but I think in India, we also just presume that there are about 7 or 8 professions which kind of exist and which are these respectable, good professions, good jobs to get into. So that's why the mentality is there. And then there are a few who get freaked out or get like totally psyched by the whole concept of girl behind the bar or a girl outside the bar. Also, they would get equally psyched. And I used to compete a lot in competitions as much as I could because I'd like that pressure that it put you in. There have been moments when I've won or I've gotten to the finals or I've come the top 3 or whatever of these competitions, and I think that's made me feel very awesome for a day or a few days. If at all I continue to be excited about bartending and mixology and flair, I hope to like get better at it, practice harder, make my performance even more brilliant, or come up with some crazy concept of a cocktail. I mean, it's not biologically impossible. Only things which might be like biologically impossible is like restricted to one gender, I think. Otherwise, nothing is necessarily restricted to any one gender, anytime, in any profession. What is a profession really? You know, like money is something you can make from various ways, you know, but what you spend your time doing is what your profession is actually. And yeah, you should just do what you feel like doing and do more of it. People will pay you for your skill set, you know, at some point. It's just happens like that somehow.